Pass to Beal. Morris with the screen for Beal. Morris outside to the wing on the left. It's Gortat with the drive. Buries it down low. Gortat's got 6 in the quarter.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
It's tipped. Left side Anderson. Kicks it to Gasol. Rebound Washington.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And then for Washington, Nicholson's checked in for Gortat. Smith comes in for Morris. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Otto Porter Jr. Feeds it to Beal. To the middle. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. No one covering. He's got 6. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. And here's the fast break. Here's Simmons. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now. Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and 1 right there. He almost had it.
The Wizards have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Diaw with the screen on Rubio. The 3 from Mills. Oh, and the buzzer. Peter's good.
And that is simply a dagger on the way to the locker room. That three-pointer feels like a 6-pointer coming when it did right at the end of the half.
And we've reached half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Pau Gasol has been getting it done. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
You know what, Ernie? I got to stand up on this one. I salute.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just.
Here we go, San Antonio. The second half just about to get going here. And what about Pau Gasol? I mean, he's been sensational.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Parker out there with B. Then there's Anderson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Gasol. And it's a 5. That's the San Antonio 5.
These past few weeks, you can see how San Antonio stacks up. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
There's the pick. Morris dishes to Beal. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Beal. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they put up this month. #1, the Spurs.
Yeah, Kevin, it's been a long month for anybody who plays these guys. I mean, they've been shooting the lights out, and it's been game after game after game.
Wizards trail by 11. Outside, Wall. It's Beal on the wing. Takes the three. San Antonio with the rebound.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And Wall slams it home.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Again, the miss by Wall. Spurs leading by 9. Parker kicks to Gasol. Takes a three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 5 assists in the game. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Washington calls timeout.
You know, he just like every other coach can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Wizards was getting across in their huddle. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Morris. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
All right, Doris, thanks. The kick out to Anderson. Back to Gasol. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
To the paint. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to 10 points. Again, thanks to that one from Gortat.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Leonard, and he banks in the layup. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Porter with the screen for Wall. He kicks to Porter from deep. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. And that's 15 points for Otto Porter Jr.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Out to the wing for 3. The rebound by Gasol.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Beal. Here is Forbes. He's got 5. Parker passes to Gasol. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Wall up top, covered by Parker. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
We've seen Gortat playing a good game here so far. He's got 8 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Leonard, no luck.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Porter. San Antonio's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. And the jam by David Lee.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Washington's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Mills with the steal. Here's Simmons. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Tries to keep it alive. Leonard, no luck. Wizards trail by 12. To the inside. Leonard with the steal. And here they come. Looking to end his cold spell. He squares up and sinks it. Leonard's got 12. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
Washington calls timeout.
And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to stop the bleeding. Things were starting to spiral completely out of control. And I think a timeout was a no-brainer there.
Boris Diaz checked in for San Antonio. Bertanis comes in for Leonard. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Andrew Nicholson, he's checked in for Gortat. Jason Smith comes in for Morris. Max checked in for Porter. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for John Wall. Here's Mac. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Max got 10 points in the game.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
Diaw, the screen. Here's Mills. The pass to Bertans. Here's Simmons. He has 6.
Taking a look back over the last month, let's see how Washington stacked up in the NBA rankings. 7th in blocks, 14th in three-point field goal percentage. And they're in the top half of the league in fewest turnovers. When you can be in that company, you're giving yourself a chance to be a winning team.
And going back to their block shots, they're fearless, challenging shooters and contesting everything. You end up on a few posters, but I love that willingness to take a stand defensively.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. It's going to be Nicholson shooting. They get Boris Diaw. The Wizards have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. San Antonio leading by 10. Here's Simmons. He's got 8. Here's Lee. And the layup is good. Lee's got 4 this quarter.
Good look. He'll make that one most of the time.
And Rubio kicks to Nicholson. Here's the screen. Shot off the pick. Another one falls for Washington.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. There's the dish to Smith. Back to Rubio. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's his first trip to the line. Both shots good from the stripe.
The story in the first half.
Quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Wizards trail by 8. And Rubio kicks to Beal. Wide open. And good on the basket. Book it. Nicholson's got his second bucket tonight.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
Diaw, the screen. Now here's Mills. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And Beal kicks to Nicholson. No luck. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Kicks to Simmons. Diaw, the screen. Here's Simmons. He's covered by Beal. Just 4 to shoot. It's tipped, but he recovers it. Passes it to Simmons. A three-pointer is right on target. Simmons got 7 points here in this quarter. Wizards trail by 9. Rubio dishes to Nicholson. Rebound San Antonio. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Mills, covered by Rubio. And again, it's San Antonio. With a three.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Mack, no luck.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And the shot is good.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot. And if they're smart, they can hold it for the last shot.
To me, that's got to be the target. Make sure you manage the clock effectively so you do get the last shot.
Here's Simmons. Beyond the arc.
Just when it looked like the third quarter would.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Here's Wall. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Washington, they've got Porter. Ricky Rubio is out there with Wall. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Gortat in at the 5, down low.
And the D is having problems stopping the mid-range jumper. They're not really closing out on them as much as they should be.
6 of their last 10 points have come by way of the two-pointer.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And that one falls for Ricky Rubio. San Antonio making a switch here. Forbes checked in. No good on the second free throw. San Antonio by 10. Leonard, no luck. Washington's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Wall passes to Rubio. Outside, Wall. From 12 feet out. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
You know, he really just tried to do a little too much there. He shouldn't be afraid to kick that one back out.
Parker's shot is off. Wizards trail by 10. Here's Porter. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And that's 19 points for Otto Porter Jr. Spurs shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Here's the 3. That one goes. Count. And the Spurs lead by 11.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
San Antonio leading by 11. Parker kicks to Leonard. Takes a 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Wall, that's good.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
San Antonio's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Parker kicks to Gasol. He dishes it to Forbes. The three-pointer off the mark.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark. And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Outside Leonard. Pulls it from the elbow. Gortat comes up with the rebound. Gortat's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Porter dishes to Rubio. Here's Wall. Gortat wide open. He fired. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
And they double up Gasol. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bertanis. San Antonio again missing. Wall with it. He's picked up by Parker. And Wall kicks to Gortat. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here's Leonard. That's tipped. Wall with the steal. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Rubio.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Parker kicks to Leonard. Shot to stop the drought. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Looking at the game for Kawhi Leonard, he has 12 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
And being smart with the ball like he's been today, Clark, I think it's critical for him and them. He should repeat that every game.
The Spurs making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Morris a screen, and Rubio kicks to Wall. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And while they still have the lead, boy, was that important to keep it from shrinking.
Greg, they might have the lead, but what they don't have is the momentum right now. So that was a big basket for them.
And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Beal's checked in for Ricky Rubio.
Checking in for the Wizards, Bradley Beal.
Morris a screen. Beal the pass to Wall. To the inside. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Beal.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
But, Greg, they can't relax yet. I mean, they've still got plenty of work to do here.
Here's Anderson. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Wall against Parker. Outside, Wall. And Parker with the block. Here's Leonard. And down. It goes. Jamming that one home.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
Over to the wing. It's Anderson with the drive. And he gets it to go. And it's an 8-point San Antonio lead.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Wall against Parker. And Wall kicks to Porter. Pass to Morris. Clock at 6. Outside, Wall. Parker with the steal. And now Parker pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Wizards trail by 10. Outside, Wall. He feeds it to Beal. A 3-ball. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7.
And, you know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Simmons.
It's Wall with the drive. Shot is off. Great D that time from Leonard. Spurs leading by 10. Mills in the corner. Gasol dishes to Mills. Porter against Leonard, and he uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got 13 points in just this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Gortat misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Nobody near Leonard. And it's San Antonio with another.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
From deep, Wall. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That's his 3rd foul of the game. A minute 42 left in the 4th quarter. Now here's Mills. Tight defense on him. Gasol, a screen on Wall. Here's Mills. The teardrop falls in. And the Spurs lead by 16.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Spurs.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
No, they didn't. They found their way inside effectively all game long. Penetration always produces results.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
A good win, and a lot went into it, but I just like the showing for Pau Gasol. He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
And good on the basket. Book it.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Hit by Lee. Mills with it. Inside. Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Offensive rebound. Soft touch off the glass.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Then Gasol with the dunk.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
they clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
Yeah, but it's come a little too late to have a real impact on the game, though. We call this box score window dressing. All it's going to do is make the numbers look a little better than it was.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking the...
Now, first off, congratulations on the win.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now let's move on to the presentation of our Pau Gasol. He put up a new season high tonight, and if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
Boy, how many times are we going to see Pau Gasol come out and control a...
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast.